Oh, sure, I got it.
Yeah, you got it. Not me.
Hey, Casey Bug.
Okay, everyone, I know you have a lot of questions for Sam and Fletcher. Will you please just put it in that little question mark so we can pull it up? Because they're here to answer your questions. And the same question goes to Sam and Fletcher, and that is, are you guys still single? Because there's a lot of people waiting for you guys.
Can no one
Yeah.
hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you, Fletch.
Oh, what the heck, yo. Kelly, drop me down and then bring me back. There's something weird going on here.
Draw you down? Let's see.
I don't know. Like, I'm just filming, like, my dogs at the moment. I can't turn my camera around.
Really?
Yeah, that's so weird.
There you
Okay.
go.
Oh, wait. Oh,
There it is.
there I am. I can't see the camera down. No, what the heck? This is so weird. All right, whatever. Hey, how's it going, guys?
So
Sam, I can't see your beautiful
I
face.
want to focus on Sam for a second here, honey.
Yeah.
I'm so happy to see you. How are you
Great.
feeling?
I'm doing good, doing good. It's been really busy lately,
Uh-huh.
but can't complain. Southern California summer, it's pretty warm, but
Yeah,
beautiful.
right? Yep. Yep. And
Oh,
so,
look. MM2 inspired tattoos for Sam and Darren. I don't think so.
oh no. No. Sam, how did you feel when it was announced that you and Fletcher were to leave? I know that was shocking to all of us. I know
Um,
that.
it was semi-shocking. I feel like once they started having us do the questions, I kind of expected that I was going to be going.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It kind of got to that point where I was like, oh, this seems kind of like the sexy photo shoot all over again,
Uh-huh.
but with questions instead. And by that time, I had known that I didn't really have any romantic connections in the house, so I was pretty unsurprised with leaving.
So,
Bummed, but
Sam, you were very focused on Christina. What about Christina that was so interesting and that you continue to pursue Christina? I call her Cutie Pie. She's so cute.
I think it's that we were pretty similar in a lot of ways. That we had we were both really competitive. Both, I don't know, it was just kind of the way that I felt we vibed. That's why I tried to have good conversations with everybody in the house, see which ones I got along with the best, which ones I felt like were more going to be like just like a friends, and then others, there were people going to be like, okay, there's something that could be here. And Christina was kind of the only one that I felt that with.
Got
then
you.
it kind of faded, but yeah.
And when did you at what point did you feel like, oh, okay, the competition is getting really tough here? At what point did you feel that you're probably losing ground a little bit with Christina?
I mean, I think it's when she just kind of started focusing more on hanging out with David. Like, you know, they were hanging out a little bit more and everything like that. And I wasn't really too surprised because I had stopped kind of making too much effort towards that once I kind of realized that I'm a competitive person, but also like just with how the whole situation was, I wasn't gonna go and like compete with David, who I think is a great guy. I was just gonna let kind of Christina pick who she wanted and just be myself.
I think that's a really good approach, Sam. Being yourself is the best way to go. And if it's meant to be, it will be. You know, you guys definitely were, connecting before Uncle David showed up, and what will be, right? But there wasn't anybody else that you were interested. It's from my recollection.
No, not really. No. It was really just Christina.
Now, what was your reading when, Rebecca, the beautiful Rebecca that showed up, and then Shauna, that showed up with Rebecca? Did you have what was your opinion about that? Your feelings about that? Because we all were shocked when they showed up.
I thought they were both obviously very gorgeous. I mean, everybody on the show was beautiful, but I don't know, because I don't know if you remember when they first showed up, I was already kind of behind the jump for everybody else. I had found a room to go take a nap in.
Oh,
and so they showed up, everybody was hanging out, and I was just sleeping. I came upstairs for dinner and they were just there. So I was already kind of a step behind. So I just thought they were really pretty, but other than that, it was, I didn't really have any interest in them at that point because I was still kind of focused with Christina.
Yeah. So what would you rate your experience on the show? Obviously, we're learning. A lot of us were like shocked that we're on MILF Manor season 2. Would you do it again?
I don't know if I'd do MILF Manor per se again. But I'm still, at the end of the day, I'm really happy I did it, because even when I was initially talking about it with people, I might do this show, it was a lot of like, well, if I don't do it, it's always going to be one of those moments like, oh, what if I did that? What if I did that?
Yeah,
So,
someone on here in the comments suggested that you and Fletcher should do like Love is Blind or something.
Ooh, we like that suggestion for Fletcher
I
and
think
Sam.
Love is Blind, you have to get married at the end of that one, so I'm not sure about that.
But Fletcher is ready for that, right, Fletcher?
Yes, I am. Like hardcore ready. I've been ready for that for like a little while.
Well, if you, Darren, if you can scroll and see the screen, there's a lot of questions for these two young men here. But Fletcher, how old are you, Fletcher?
I am 32. They got it wrong on the show. They listed me as 30, but I don't know, like 30 something, you know, who knows?
Yeah. And Sam, of course, is 24, honey?
No, he's
I just turned 25.
Just 2025. When was your birthday?
Happy birthday, Sam.
February.
Thank you. February.
Like Michelle.
Oh, wait, it was a while ago. Hold on, wait.
Yeah. So that's why I said just turned 25 at the beginning of this year. Yeah.
Okay, it says Dan Fletcher is old. No, Fletcher is not old.
I'm
Let's see.
not old.
No. Let's see. There's questions here, guys. Hang on 1 second. What was the best and the worst part of the last episode to both Sam and Fletcher?
Sam, do you want to take it first, or do you want me to take it?
You go ahead, Fletch. I'm still thinking. So, I guess episode-wise, there was one thing that I did special for the cast and some of the crew members for MILF Manor. I made like these little mementos, kind of like our time on there.
We talked about that when the other guys were on earlier.
Yeah, like I was kind of surprised that wasn't included, and maybe in some way, not that I did it for TV time. I sincerely did that as like a real memento. Like I went down to the dock. I collected a lot of pebbles, and in each vial, I think I put like, at the time, like one pebble per cast member that was on the show.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
So there was like some meaning behind it, and then the color of the scrolls on the inside were supposed to kind of pair up and match with the current couples on the show. So I put some like thought behind it. I'm surprised that didn't make it. That was one thing on the final episode that I was sort of like, okay, they'll probably show this. And I was like, oh, wow, that didn't make it. I was like, well, okay. Maybe they'll show like how me and Sam get eliminated, because we're about to go out the door. And then it was like during the questionnaire, I had a very emotional moment, because it was talking about, what do you want in a relationship? Do you know, is it, what's more important? Is it like, you know, physical touch, or like words of affirmation? And you know, I'm a very like sexual person, but at the same time, at the end of the day, when I come home from work, what matters to me is this is breakfast. But what really matters to me was, you know, someone telling me, hey, I'm proud of you. How was your day? I care about you. Maybe I already said it, like, I'm proud of you. You're doing great. Things like that, like, heal the soul in ways that's hard to describe. And I really started thinking about it, and I started crying, because it really it hit me hard. I kind of realized that, I don't know, like I'm lonely. I'm up here in Canada, and I'm very sincere. Like, I do want to find someone to have a family with. And it's like, I don't know, I felt very lost, and I felt very broken in that moment. And
I'm listening to your wiener.
Yes, my wieners are very loud. Hey, can y'all two like calm down? But I was surprised that all those things that I listed didn't make the cut. So I was like, okay. It was just sort of like, God, I thought I was the DILF by now. And then it was like, well, guys, looks like this is it. I'll see you on the other side. Deuces. Like that that's what TLC gave me. All of like all of like 30 seconds of like, well, this is what he's gonna let's get on to the main show. What's going on with Kelly and Darren? Let's get to the meat and potatoes of this thing. So that was my experience with the last episode. Where I was like, wow, okay, they excluded that. Sam, what were your thoughts, or what are your thoughts about it?
I mean, the last episode, I guess the thing I was most shocked about was as soon as they read what the challenge was going to be, like I said, I kind of suspected I was going home at that point. And I was surprised. I was like, well, I think we stopped filming like tomorrow or the next day. I was just kind of shocked that they were eliminating people at that point. But I think the best part about the whole thing was probably just being able to say bye to everyone. Like, it was just it really just kind of like warmed my heart how everybody was when we were both heading out. That it was just very heartfelt. Everybody, it was like we had all bonded so much in there.
Mm-hmm.
So seeing how close we'd become, it was really nice to see. And then the worst part, I already mentioned it earlier, is by far just knowing that pho was sitting right over there, and I was gonna get to eat it. I already ate like a million spring rolls that morning that you had prepared for us, and then I missed out on the pho. It just felt like they couldn't have waited till after dinner.
I promise you that we will have a fresh pot of noodles for sure.
I like it. Thank you. I'm gonna hold you to that.
Did you get that?
I did.
And then maybe next time when we
pho.
see Fletcher, we'll have some pho. Sure,
Mm-hmm.
for sure. Pho-licious.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Sam, you were there obviously from the beginning until last night.
Yeah.
What was your favorite episode or your favorite challenge?
Favorite challenge, that one's easy. And I want to set something straight on here. My dad's knows.
Listen, Fletcher, listen.
It is the tug of war challenge where we were in the mud pit.
Okay.
Everyone who was there can know Stacy did not lose on purpose.
No way.
He did.
He tried
his on purpose.
Stacy put everything he had into it, and I'm sorry, Stacy. Apologies. You know it. We all know it. Sam whooped your ass, fair and square.
He just didn't like getting beat by the guy who was so pale he reflected the sun.
Yeah. Well, and he's a big guy. You're smaller. You're a wrestler and a linebacker. Sorry. It's all about leverage and speed off the line there.
Yeah, so that was by far my favorite challenge. Favorite episode?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. All the episodes were really good. I thought a really like lighthearted and fun one was the one where we had the butt challenge where we were all sticking our butts through the holes.
Okay.
That one was funny for me because I just think that was also one of the most fun challenges because those guys were just sitting back there trying not to die of laughing.
I would have to agree with you, even though I didn't want to touch anybody's behind. I was hoping no one would pass gas because we all know Mama Callie have a sensitivity to fragrance or odor. I'm like, oh my goodness, I do not want to walk by anybody.
Well, Chris made sure there was plenty of airflow for you, so there wasn't going to be much smell from his.
Hey, what are y'all doing? Hey, calm down.
And what did you think when Fletcher and Uncle Rob showed up? Then I'm gonna go back to Fletcher.
I think it was very cool. They seemed very nice. We were all just playing, I think, football in the backyard, and then they walked in. It was definitely out of all the new arrivals, it was the most chilled. They didn't come flying in on some jet skis or something like that.
No.
And they were both just very nice. They were respectful at first. They came up, shook everybody's hand, looked us in the eyes. Like I enjoyed them first getting there. Obviously there's that little bit of competition where it's like two new guys are in the house. What's going to happen now? That little bit of nerves there. But other than that, no, they both seemed very cool.
Yes, I would have to agree with you. I've gotten to know both of them, and they're very, very nice men. And I want to ask Fletcher, I do feel like that Rob and you guys were cheated. You know, Sam and Darren and I were there from the beginning, basically to the end. And do you agree that, you know, when they brought in Shauna and Rebecca, that they should also have brought in Rob and Fletcher at the same time, maybe like them first and then the girls same day, so they can have a little more time? What do you think?
For sure. That would make a lot of sense. It would have been like, okay, maybe in the morning, two new girls show up, and then in the afternoon, right as you
Guys
think
show
like
up.
the dust is settling, just as you think we're done, boom, two new dudes
Right?
show up. Because I bet you myself, Rebecca, Shauna, and my uncle, we were probably all in holding, just kind of like waiting to get to the manor all at the same time. I think it would have been a lot better of all this. Because imagine that. Imagine the mix, like not just two, but four people show up at once. But in defense of TLC and the network, that would have been really good dynamically for the household.
Mhm.
But as far as viewing goes, toward the later episodes, I can understand why they made that decision to bring us in later, so that they could be like, oh, hey, on this next episode, we've teased these guys for 2 episodes now, and you don't know when they're showing up, and boom, you thought we were done with plot twists, and it's like, now we got these 2 guys.
Mhm.
Not great for us. Not really great for us, because we're just sort of like the outsiders walking in, and I know I'm a personality. I could be a handful if you don't really if you haven't like met me or hung out with me. So difficult card for me to play. It's like I agree, but I also understand. If
And
that makes sense.
and I think Darren and Sam would agree that when I'm surprised that they did not show Fletcher walking across the kitchen. Uh,
The robe and the banana
the
hammock.
the best moment. The best
right,
That
moment.
Sam?
We
Right,
so I
Darren?
we talked about that on our little lunchtime thing with Shauna and Rebecca today after you got off Fletcher, where because people were asking what was your favorite or funniest moment, and I was like,
They should
Fletcher
have given that
walk
to Fletcher.
walking up in a robe with a bright colored banana hammock thong on, points at Rebecca and goes, "You, me, hot tub, 5 minutes, go," and walks away. And Rebecca looks at me and she goes, "Do I have to go?"
like that had to have been like the boldest, the bravest of boldest moves.
Oh,
In my
100.
head, I'm thinking to myself, we just got done with this challenge where like the boys are getting roasted. We just got like air fried from the sun out in Canada. We
Oh,
just
that
got
was
done with
hilarious.
this challenge. We had to go clean a bunch of shit. People are complaining about cleaning. I'm not having it. I'm like, look, just clean the fucking house. Just clean the house, and then we can be on with it.
Those women's
Uh, oh
bathrooms
yeah,
were
yeah,
so.
yeah, the women's restroom, yeah. So I'm frustrated, and I'm like, you know what? I have been go 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 since I got here. I just want to have a drink and sit down in the hot tub. That's exactly what I want to do right now. So let me tee this thing up a little bit. I go downstairs and I put on my Speedo that my buddy Steve from Grand Access. I sometimes do photo shoots. So this was not given to me by the show.
Okay.
Full disclosure. This is some shit that I brought with me, and I actually do wear like Speedos, thongs, and all this other shit. I just do. Like I got desensitized to it. That's the story for later. I get dressed. I put on the robe. I put on the hat. I'm in a salty attitude. I'm not having it, like not having a great day. I walk upstairs. So we're walking. I turned the corner, and Kelly, I'll never forget this. There was a cameraman talking to you. There was like a little conversation right at the end of the hallway, and this robe is open. All right, and I see this man turn in slow motion as this $800,000 camera is looking at me walking down the hallway with a solid half chub, robe flowing, and I'm like, oh my god. like I mean, it was the most full frontal shot that you could have ever had of me in your life. Yeah, no, and like in my head I'm laughing and I'm also like, oh Jesus shit.
Oh,
And then and then I turn to Rebecca. I'm like, hey, Rebecca, I'm going to the hot tub. Hey, you want to join me out there? Give me a massage. Now, it's
Oh,
dead
that's right. I
silent.
forgot you mentioned the massage with it
What?
too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sam?
and it's dead quiet. It's like, and I'm walking away, and you could hear a pin drop in this household. Like everybody was just like in shock that
But did
some
you
dude.
hear how softly and quietly Rebecca was like, "Do I have to go?"
No, no. No, I didn't hear that. And again, I'm an salty attitude. Like, I'm not having it. This, like, Rebecca, I'll be in the
Oh,
hot tub if you want to
Rebecca.
go hang out. Like, I'm going to be over there. If you want to go over there, I'm going to be over there. And as I leave, as the door shuts behind me, I have no idea who said it, but it was the funniest fucking thing. Somebody just shouts out, it was one of the boys, goes, let's fucking go! Like, and
Was
I'm
that you,
dying
Sam?
laughing.
I don't know if it was me.
It was Sam.
It sounds like it
It,
sounds like a Joey line.
Yeah,
no, that was
no,
you,
I think it was
Sam. That was
Joey.
Sam.
I'll never
No, it was
forget it.
Sam.
I was laughing my ass off walking to the hot tub.
Joey
And like, it
wasn't
was,
there. Joey wasn't in there. It was Sam.
then,
Might have been. I don't know. Everything was just a
it
blur.
had to have been, it had to have been Sam. But I was laughing my ass off, and I'm shocked that they didn't include that one, even as just like a gimmick. I thought, maybe
I thought that
TLC
was
would have been like,
TV gold.
yeah. Well, I mean, what else was I going to do? I had no cards left to play, all right? I only had the bold move, all right? Like, so there I was contemplating, well, shit, I don't want to be eliminated from the show. I just showed up here. I got to do something. Like, man, you could have a great time with all this right here in the hot tub. In the hot tub, mind you, just walk down these stairs. I'm waiting for
Well,
you. I invited no one else, just you. Come down, and let's get you taken care of.
walking down
And
the hot tub sounds easy, except for my dad.
What was that?
Getting down in the hot tub was easy for everyone but you.
Not me. And you know what? I never wanted to get in that damn hot tub. There was way too much crap going on in there. I didn't want to think about it. I didn't want to
I
get in
mean,
it.
I was
I
there in
wanted
the
to go in the
speedo.
lake.
You know.
You know me, Sam. I want to go in the lake swimming every morning, and they wouldn't let me go.
Well, yeah, you were gonna slip.
I,
I
I
mean,
mean,
what if you broke the other leg while on the show, Dan?
Then that would
Like,
have been really
what
funny
if you're
because I would
walking
have.
out to the dog, you slip and you break the other leg? Like, they're gonna put you in a wheelchair
those
for the
stairs
whole
down to
rest
the
of the
lake
show.
were easy. No, the stairs down to the lake were easy because I just threw the crutches down. And the couple of times I escaped down there until one of the producers came and, like, it was like getting dragged back to prison. Uh, because they're like, you can't be down here. And I'm like, I'm already here.
Man, you tell me what to do. Like, I'm already here. Like, I'm down here, and if you want me to go up there, you're gonna have to meet me in the hot tub. All right? Like, this is. I don't make the rules. This is just how we do.
Well, I can tell you this, Fletcher. I promise you, you got all of our attention when you walked out. You got
It did
Yes,
its
you
job.
did.
It did its
all of
job.
our attention, and I'm surprised they did not show it.
Look, I only had one move. I only had one move, one trick in the bag. I had nothing left. That was it. After that, it was all downhill. That was the only move I had.
Well,
I didn't
you
think it was gonna
also
work.
taught us how to dance, which I'm surprised they didn't show.
Oh, that kind of, yeah, that. Man, that was fun. Man, I forgot about that for a second, Kelly. Like, um, so for those of you who don't know, I actually have been taking ballroom dance lessons since like 2022. I went to go dance at a friend's wedding. They knew bachata. I didn't, so it's sort of like, well, if I'm gonna be there, I need to go learn bachata. So I've been taking ballroom since 2022, and I thought it was the coolest thing. I got to dance with all the women in the house, wind them up. I even got to dance with Michelle, Kelly. I mean, it's sort of like just give them like my quick tutorial.
Yeah.
I full on thought that was like a wholesome moment. If you don't want to go
Yeah.
the speedo thing, I get that.
Uh-huh.
But like you can't be showing a half chub on like national television. Who does that?
Right.
And so,
I mean, I
but like
think
that was a wholesome
Jake
moment.
Yes, that was. That was. I wanted to ask Sam, what is your favorite, like, you know, date? Because you went on a
Yeah,
couple dates with
I
Christina,
went on
right?
I just went on one. I
Really?
mean, there was another one, but that was we did like a kind of middle one, but we were set up by the producers for that one. And I don't know if we're allowed to talk about that because they didn't even put it in the show.
Oh, okay. Because I remember you guys were together a couple times, and Darren and I were sitting in the back, you know, the enclosed porch, and then Christina walked out, you know, one night all dressed up, and then you and
Yeah, that was the night we had the date down at the dock. We did like
Uh-huh.
s'mores. We laid there and we had like a competition of who could spot the most like constellation or
Uh-huh.
constellations in the sky.
Uh-huh.
That was really the only like date we did. But then the very next day we went to like the beach and we hung out quite a while there, or maybe not the very next day, but within the next couple. And then she got sick a little bit for a while there, so she couldn't really hang out with anybody very long. So, but no, didn't win any other competitions. Even though I think it was rigged, I think the watermelon competition we definitely won. But whatever, TLC, whatever producers. I'm gonna be convinced that every challenge I won, but that's just me being competitive.
Sam, who's the actor on Twilight? Robert Pattinson,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Why?
Just got asked what the actor's name was. Edward Cullen from Twilight. You're being said on here that you look like,
Oh.
which you do get that a lot. He gets that guy a lot, and you also get Zac Efron when your beard is shorter.
Uh-huh.
Depends how I cut my hair and how I shave my beard.
Uh-huh. I do like the scruff look on you.
I do a lot of different looks. I like to change it up.
Uh-huh.
So my beard
You look
grows
good.
quick. My beard, thank you. My beard grows really quick, so it's annoying to keep always clean shaven.
It runs in the family, fast-growing hair. I got accused earlier of wearing a wig because people in the show were used to short hair and not this.
Yeah, you guys are blessed with good hair. You guys are blessed with good hair. Now it's very appropriate we have Fletcher and Sam tonight because let's I had a lot of DM messages about wanting me to ask the two of you when Michelle walked in, what was your reaction? Because we all knew how many reactions were there that was not shown when Michelle walked in, and you guys really didn't know that was my daughter, right? Initially,
not initially.
When you looked?
No, not initially. Sam, I started last time. So I'll let you start on this one.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I thought she was gorgeous. I mean, she's very pretty. I don't think anybody's gonna deny that. But then, so I was walking up because I saw all three of you talking. Because I was down with the other guys. I was like, oh, must be something. You know, obviously, I could see both of you had tears in your eyes, so it was something important. So walked up there, wanted to introduce myself. She was really, really nice. What they didn't show there was right away we took a walk down to the dock, in which immediately, as soon as we were down there, she was like, all right, and just started going into me. Tell me about your dad. Is he the right friend? Like, drilling me right away. And I was just like, I respect it a lot. I respect it a lot.
That's Mama Kay's extension there. We definitely have each other's back, and she was like, she remembered the two of you. She's like, Sam and Fletcher were the kindest, even though I was feeling like overwhelmed with everyone reacting to me being there. And so that's good to know that she went straight to the point with you, Sam.
And you saw her kind of grilling my dad. She did that same thing to me about my dad. And I was like, yeah, he's a decent guy, you know. Yeah.
Right?
He's a little slow.
Yeah, I am a little slow on the uptake, but because I thought Fletcher was asking me to go to the hot tub.
I'll ask anyone to go to the hot tub. You go into the hot tub? Hey, I know a spot, man.
Yeah, no, all in all, she was just really great to meet. She's still very, very nice.
Yeah, she's a good girl. She's a good girl. Very wise young lady.
Yeah.
She is an amazing young lady.
Yeah. Your dad got to know her a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, because you guys went on that little trip. Yeah.
Yeah.
We
And
did.
she just seemed really genuine all the time.
We went
Obviously,
on
you
a
could tell
trip.
she
What are you
really cared
talking
for
about?
the
Now, yeah, that's good. I'm glad that she left you with a good impression. That's important to mom. You know, that's my extension.
Yeah, so you can
So
definitely tell
thank you,
you raised her
Sam.
right.
Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Sam. Now, Fletcher, you were also a part of that poof when she walked in. What was your reaction? Did you know that was my daughter when she walked in, Fletcher?
No. I just saw this beautiful woman walking by in like a magenta dress. I was like, oh my God, who is this? I remember I was standing next to Connor, and me and Connor both were just like, wait a minute, are they bringing in like young women now? Like, what the heck is going on? Like I remember me and Connor both made a comment because we were standing next to each other, and I was like, holy cow, we're getting new people. And he's like, we're he said something to the degree of every time they put us together in like a group when they force us to kind of all congregate in the same area, we know that something's about to happen. So he said he knew something was about to happen, but he wasn't fully expecting that, and neither was I. Um, I first saw Michelle. I wanted to go over and like say hello. I had made a connection in the house, and I was like, hold on.
Hold on.
Everyone stand down. Stand down. Let me go say hello. All right. Um, that was my initial thing, and and Sam probably doesn't know this based off that, but I was talking with Michelle. I was like, hey, it's all really like busy right here. And my favorite spot was down nearby the dock. I said, hey, do you want to go take a walk down the dock? And she was like, oh yeah, sure. One of the crew members came over to me. He's like, "Hey Fletcher, we're gonna have Sam take Michelle down to the dock. We need to check your mic really quick." And I was like, "Oh, you fuckers, no, no, no! I literally got cockblocked by the crew. What is this? That is a complete bag of ass." And so Sam walks down the stairs with Michelle, and I'm like, you know what? I'm done. I'm done. I'm gonna go. I'm grabbing a bottle. I'm grabbing a bottle. I'm drinking straight for that thing. It's just for me. And then at some
Kelly,
point
should
in
we
time,
tell him the truth of why that happened?
uh, I mean,
Because I went and told
sure,
the
because
crew, I went and told the crew to keep all the men away from Kelly's daughter. I was
well, after
like,
that, after that, there was God, I forgot the gentleman's name. I want to say it was Brian. He actually came over to me and he's like, "Hey Fletcher, we need you to go downstairs to the dock now, and we want you to grab Michelle and bring her back up to where everybody is." And I was like, "Okay, all right, fine, I'll play along." And then that was that, and then we just had like the evening with the faux party